Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again and welcome to any new viewers. This is To The Point English with Ben. I'm Ben and I have a bit of a fun vocabulary lesson for you today after all those serious adjectives we looked at last week. Because today we're going to look at some rhyming expressions in English, because English speakers love poetry basically. Not exactly poetry, but a lot of the expressions we have in English tend to include words that rhyme with each other. For example, we have a lot of rhyming binomials like hustle and bustle, wine and dine, chock-a-block. But what we're looking at today are modern, fun and useful rhyming expressions. These are 5 expressions that we use in real life. Now, you have to be a little bit careful because these are quite informal, they're quite colloquial, so you probably wouldn't want to use them in a formal essay or in a formal presentation or anything like that. But if you're speaking to a friend or even writing an informal letter or email to a friend, somebody that you know quite well, you could use these. So let's go straight on to the first one, which is fake it till you make it. Now this expression has become very popular in the last few years, maybe in the last decade or so. Again, it just sounds good to say, doesn't it? It sounds nice, fake it till you make it. And what it basically means is that when you're in a situation in life, it could be a very specific situation or a more general feeling in life, where you don't really know what you're doing, you don't feel confident, then just fake it. Just pretend that you are. Act in a confident way, as if you are competent, as if you know what you're doing. And then if you do that over a long enough period, then you will actually achieve it, you will make it. So make it in this sense means to be successful at something. If you make it, you are successful at it could be at a job or a specific task. So fake it till you make it. Imitate the characteristics of a confident, competent person, even though that's not really you. And then in the long term, at some point, you will actually achieve that and be that person. But let's look at an example conversation now. It was your first day in the new job today, wasn't it? How did it go? Not too well, to be honest. I haven't got a clue what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm completely lost. Just fake it till you make it. You'll be fine in a couple of weeks. Okay, so as you can see from that conversation between 2 friends, one of the friends is giving advice to another friend who's just started a new job and they feel uncomfortable. Maybe they feel some imposter syndrome. So the friend just says, fake it till you make it. So you know, after a couple of weeks, probably they'll need more time than that, but they will make it. They'll become successful, or they will learn what they have to do on the job in that time. So fake it till you make it. And the second rhyming expression I have for you today is you snooze, you lose. You snooze, you lose. You may be familiar with the word snooze. You may have seen it on your alarm clock when it wakes you up in the morning. The alarm sounds and you have the option of turning off the alarm or snoozing the alarm. So that means the alarm will sound again, the alarm will go off again in a few minutes. So it gives you time to snooze. So to snooze is to have a short and light sleep. But in this context, you snooze, you lose means if you're not paying attention or if you're not quick, then you lose something or you miss out on something. So you don't take advantage of a situation. So if you're not awake and ready to react, then you miss the opportunity for something, as you'll see in this example. Ooh, a chocolate biscuit. Don't mind if I do. Hey, that was mine. I was saving that for later. Sorry, mate, you snooze, you lose. So the guy lost his biscuit in this case because he was too slow, he wasn't paying attention, so he snoozed and he lost. It doesn't rhyme in the past tense, only in the present tense. You snooze, you lose in general. And the next one is a funny one, number 3. It's on it like a car bonnet. So on it like a car bonnet. This one needs some explaining. When we say I'm on it, for example, it means I'm going to do something. I'm going to do a task, often a favor. It could be that you're doing a favor for someone, but enthusiastically and quickly. I'm on it. I'm going to do it now and I'm going to do it well. But on it like a car bonnet. Now, the car bonnet is the part of the car which covers the engine, so it can go up and down. So it's on a car. But really, there's no reason to use car bonnet except that it rhymes with on it. So we shouldn't look for too much of a deep meaning in this expression. It just simply rhymes. You can just say, I'm on it. If your boss asks you to do something or your parents ask you to do something, you say, I'm on it. So I'm going to do it now enthusiastically. But if you say I'm on it like a car bonnet, it just rhymes and it sounds good. But there's no more of an explanation than that. So let's look at the example. Mate, could you do me a favour? Yeah, of course. What do you want me to do? Would you mind running down the shop just to pick up a few bits for me? Yeah, no worries. I'm on it like a car bonnet. So yeah, that guy was enthusiastically helping his friend. His friend needed a favour, so he was on it. He was on it like a car bonnet, really emphasising that he was going to do it enthusiastically and quickly. Number 4, brother from another mother. I think this is my favourite one. You have 3 rhyming words there. Brother from another mother. You can probably guess what it means, maybe. A brother from another mother is a really close friend, somebody you have a really close relationship, probably your best friend. They're so close that you consider them like your brother. Obviously, we're talking about 2 men or 2 boys that you have a very close friendship, so you're almost like brothers, but of course you have different mothers. Let's look at the example. We're good friends, right? We've known each other for a long time. Yeah, of course. You're my brother from another mother. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? All the guys watching this, go and tell your best friend that he's your brother from another mother. Now let's move on to number 5 now. And number 5 is loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships. It's a bit difficult to say when you try to say it quickly. So this is basically when you say something you shouldn't say, probably a secret or a surprise. So loose lips sink ships. So loose lips is when you talk too easily. If you have a secret, you should keep your lips tight and closed. If they're loose, you speak too much. And they sink ships. Obviously, this is from war times, when you're trying to keep the secrets of maybe military maneuvers. If you speak too much, then maybe the enemy or a spy could hear you, and they could sink your ship because maybe you're giving them the whereabouts, the location of your ship, or the plan for the next attack. But we use it in a much more colloquial, day-to-day manner now, as you can see from the example. You're organising that surprise party for John, aren't you? How's it going? Shh, he's just over there. He might hear. Loose lips sink ships. So yeah, that example was nothing about bombing ships or trying to sink ships. It was just metaphorically, this guy's lips were a little bit too loose. He was talking too much. He didn't realise that John, who he was preparing the surprise party for, was very close. So his friend said, be careful, loose lips sink ships. You could spoil the surprise party if John hears you. So be careful. Keep your lips closed and tight. Okay, I hope you enjoyed those rhyming expressions. As I said, they're all real English expressions that we use. Do you have any similar expressions in your language that you could perhaps translate and share in the comments? Or maybe you know some other English expressions which rhyme. There are a lot more, but those are my 5 personal favorites. So thank you for joining me again, and I'll see you very soon for another video.